Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Dan. This is Engelgeist. Thank you for tuning in. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is the daily forecast for all signs. It is originally created for Thursday, June 2nd. It is not solely set for that day. So if you're watching it on a date that's not Thursday, June 2nd, that's okay. If the message still fits an area of your life, please feel free to use it to help you support you in, your decision making or validating your feelings about a situation. I will speak in broad terms because it is a collective reading, so therefore you have to figure out where it best fits in your life, if at all. If it doesn't fit in your life, that's okay. You're not doing anything wrong or nothing's broken. You're not on your path or anything like that. Please don't jump to those sort of conclusions. It just means that you might be working on something different than what, the majority of the people that will view this video will be working on. I will reference the Sunday reading, the underpinning energy, it does populate in the lower left-hand corner if you want to watch that at the end of this video. And that gives you indication as to sort of an underlying layer of sort of the themes of the week and what we might be dealing with or surrounding, what kind of themes. And then each day we kind of build upon that. So I go back to what was sort of underpinning. So that's what that's all about. Please check out the drop-down menu on any of my daily videos. In there is sort of information on which decks I'm using, how to contact me for a private reading, how to follow me on social media if you choose to, and also how to support the channel, which I could greatly use. I'm a small channel trying to build. So please share the channel out, share it with your friends, hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy the content, and consider subscribing. And hitting the notification bell if you do, so that you get notified. I do put up a different video every day. It's always free. It's available to you. I used to do monthly taroscopes, but I stopped doing that because the views were so small and it was a lot of work, a lot of time and energy consumed for such few views. So I'm sticking with the daily until the audience grows, and hopefully that will happen. When that happens, you may see more of me doing different styles of readings and things like that. I do have also pick a cards in the pick a card playlist, so you can check that out too. And those are also not date or time specific. It's open to you whenever you watch them. So let's see what the cards want us to know today. Oh, wow. So we have the King of Pentacles. Interesting. And it's an elephant from yesterday's card, Elephant Spirit. His third eye is still lit up and his ears are wide open. A lot of similarities between this card and the Oracle deck card from yesterday. We also have, because this is this is Thursday's reading, we still have that midweek influence underpinning this, which is the King of Pentacles from another deck, from the Gustav Klimt deck. So we saw King of Pentacles on Sunday's reading that seemed like he was a little bit, not fraught, but he was worried. He was contemplating something. He was measuring something, probably being discerning. Those are qualities of the King of Pentacles, right? He's being practical over emotional. King of Pentacles is a constant provider. He's strong. He's available. He's like the rocket, in the middle of a storm, right? So what this says to me is if we're applying this energy to ourselves, we should be able to sort of handle whatever comes at us. I'm going to say that first, right? For those of you that don't necessarily believe in yourself or think, oh, I'm not strong enough to handle this, I think that that's not the truth. The King of Pentacles showing up not only in the underpinning energy, but also here today tells me that we can double down on our own ability to create, on our own ability to make logical, practical decisions, right? On our ability to stay grounded amidst maybe chaos or funky situations that could be throwing us a curveball, right? I'm not saying that there are anything throwing us a curveball, but if you are out there in your world dealing with a curveball situation or something that you don't necessarily like, wish it was different, is offering you frustration or annoyance, the King of Pentacles is going to maybe back off a bit and go, okay, let me ground. Let me look at this from a different perspective. Let me look at this from a place of empowerment rather than victimhood, or how can I change this, right? In a successful and practical way, right? Not in some sort of crazy ass, get in there and fight for it. That would be more like probably the wands or the swords element, right? The King of Pentacles is going to be more like almost quiet in a way, careful, methodical about how he goes about stuff today. He's trusting his intuition, though. That seashell on his third eye, and also the card that we saw yesterday, which was Elephant Spirit, he had a mandala on his third eye. It speaks to this idea of like really listening to our intuition around a situation. The elephant's ears are also open on both of these cards, right? Meaning we're listening to what's going on around us. We're taking our cues maybe internally, like listening to the cues externally within a situation with a person, at work, whatever. And then we're taking that information and we're utilizing it to the best of our ability through our intuition and our practical, decision-making skills, right? And we're using it to sort of make better decisions for ourselves, ideally materially, right? So this perspective, these choices, these decisions, these viewpoints that we're holding today should feel empowered and should feel like they're gearing us or steering us towards success in our material world. So that success can be financial, it can be career or job related, or it can be relationship related. But whatever it is, we should be strong. We should be dignified, right? Because we also saw the King of Cups yesterday. If something's not feeling right, we need to look at that too. We also need to stay based in the stone for the week, which is love. Yesterday's stone too, which I didn't realize until after the fact, was the word remember. And that elephant spirit, and we see an elephant here today. And what is that famous phrase about elephants? An elephant never forgets, right? Elephants are highly social animals. They're also like very much familial animals in the sense that they'll stay with their, I don't know what you call a group of elephants. I don't know if there's probably a name for it. Their herd, probably. They stay with their herd of the families their entire lifetimes, like sisters, babies. They'll grow up and stay in their herds. I believe the males may stray off and start their own herds at some point. They fight for dominance and get their mares and start creating their own families. But oftentimes the females of the herds will sort of stay together even long after a male moves on. And females too, I believe, and I could be incorrect about this because I'm certainly not Jack Hanna, but the females can sometimes also become like matriarchs within their own herds, right? When they get older and there's maybe not a male around, they will sort of run the show. So there's a strength and a dignity to the elephant that we should maybe maintain and hold today, especially with this king energy around us. If we don't feel it for ourselves or we're feeling doubtful, this card to me says, shed that away. Get into your mind's eye, get into the center of your brain and listen to your intuition, listen to the cues that are going on around you, and then make the highest and best decisions for yourself from a place of discernment, from a place of groundedness, from a place of practicality, from a place of reality, rather than say, they did this to me, so I'm real pissed, so I'm going to do this back. No, that's not the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is like, okay, what is the most rational way to get myself to where I want to be? And we have this double King of Pentacles, so we should be extra grounded or have the ability to be extra strong, to be that rock in the storm. If we're dealing with storms, I'm not saying that there will be storms for us, but if there are challenges today, we can certainly face them in a way that's productive and capable. The King of Pentacles is also very much a manifester. So what we want, we can create. And I'm going to say this, we are in the sort of after effects of the new moon that happened on the 30th in Gemini. So new moons are about creation, right? And so I would say with this third eye focus in these last two cards, with these elephants on it, use your wisdom, use your strength, use your perseverance, use your, elephants are not aggressive animals necessarily unless you provoke them. They're gentle giants, right? So we can be a giant in our life and be gentle about it and still keep perspective and still more move towards our goals in a productive and kind of stable way, right? So let's look at the Spirit Animal Oracle and see what they throw our way. And we have, oh, weird. Electric Eel Spirit, number 24, which is a 6. And this is also, 6s to me are about balance. Yesterday's card was a 7 for that elephant spirit. What's interesting here is that we have another water, like just first, why I said weird when I saw it, is we have another water animal with an elephant, right? Yesterday was the King of Cups, which is water element, right? And we had the King of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, the elephant with him. Then now we see the elephant moving more towards the forefront, or the King of Pentacles energy moving more towards the forefront. But we have not let go of the emotionality of that King of Cups underneath through this electric eel spirit. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. Now, the number 24 is about maintaining and obtaining a balance emotionally. But that emotional balance that's going on, and I say that emotionally because not only did we see the King of Cups yesterday, but we also see like a water animal here. So I'm going to associate it with water and the emotions. We want to maintain that balance. And I think part of the reason why we saw the King of Cups yesterday is to bring us into those emotions, into our feelings, become aware and kind of master them or get control over them. Then the King of Pentacles underpinning that King of Cups helps us to kind of ground those feelings into a positive place. Now we move into, okay, now I'm grounded. What decisions do I need to make? What practical decisions do I need to make around a certain situation? Electric Eel Spirit brings us the sort of almost the energy, right? Because it's an electric eel, and the balance emotionally to be able to move forward in strength and confidence with this double King of Pentacles energy. Does that make sense? Yes, it should. If you're not getting me, leave me a comment. Now, with electric eel spirit, it says, bring your ideas to life. Well, we've got this guy who's definitely got to focus on his mind or his third eye. I just got done saying with the new moon, creation is high. We just had the new moon. I'm doing this video on the 1st, so it was only 2 days ago that the new moon, we're still in the after effects of that new moon. If we want to create something new, a new avenue, a new opportunity, or something different in our life, now would be the time to do it. And electric eel spirit, to me, not only does he have the electricity that should be like charging him up and making him feel capable, empowered, balanced emotionally, but eels also are very flexible. I mean, that's the other thing that I think of right out of the gate. They kind of slither in and out of situations. So even though we have the depth or the groundedness and the steadiness of the King of Pentacles, there's a flexibility with seeing the King of Cups yesterday and with this electric eel spirit that we need to maintain or be aware of as we move through this in emotional balance. I hope that makes sense to bring our ideas to life. All right, so let's read electric eel spirit. There's a lot of really interesting animals in this book, too. I'm kind of excited for this book. I've had this deck for like ever. Oh, Crow is in here. Cool. Okay, electric eel spirit. Bring your ideas to life. Oracle message. Seemingly out of nowhere, a jolt of electric eel spirit appears to awaken you to a big idea that you are meant to explore. Epiphanies and aha moments are gifted to you right now, so celebrate. Your life has the potential for profound transformation. That would also be in the arena of the King of Pentacles too, guys. Inspiration arises in you, electrifying you so that you can't wait to get started bringing your idea to life. The revelations you experience now are meant to set you on a new path. So don't be afraid to act. Explore, imagine, and do not fear the changes that may come. For Spirit wants to shower you with love, success, and abundance that you hope to experience. Now is a thrilling time of epiphanies, inspired ideas, and innovation. This is a wondrous sign for you today. Protection message. Ideas need to percolate, and as they rarely download in detailed form. Have you too quickly dismissed an epiphany because you couldn't see where it might lead you? Have you rushed to follow the muse without taking time to contemplate the meaning of your aha moment? Perhaps your dream will take a different form than you first imagined, morphing into something else that is even better. Spirit's plans are often hard to discern, but so much more satisfying once they've taken over from your own predetermination. Maybe your big idea is taking more time to shape than you expected. Have you considered that you are meant to learn something in the process of bringing it into being? Commit to transformation and to learning any lessons this new venture will bring. And soon you will see that your aha was even more valuable than you realized when you first felt it electrify you. I think also, too, I'm just going to say this with the double King of Pentacles energy on this reading. It means that we do have an opportunity to be extremely productive, extremely like discerning, extremely like balanced, and what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I don't know. Like there's a persistence to the King of Pentacles, not in a bad way, but like a strength of like endurance that he has that I think is going to be key to the creation of whatever this is that you're looking at. And each one of you, your creation may be different in a different arena of your life, an area of your life, but allow for this energy and this reminder of who you are and what you're capable of to bring you into balance emotionally so that you can be inspired by your creations and see them through, and then also look at them sort of from a productive sort of step-by-step manifestation process that the King of Pentacles offers. Now, let's go to the grounding stone. And the grounding stone is, okay, I'll take it. It's on rose quartz, which is that heart chakra center. Remember, the grounding stone underpinning this for the weekly on Sunday is love. So that definitely keys into this heart chakra rose quartz stone. I don't have a lot of crystal stones in the bag, but when they come out, they do indicate me to certain chakras that we should be working from. Within this heart chakra space, right, which is that love-centered space and where I believe personally the spirit resides, we want to be learning how to create. We want to be learning how to use the electricity of that spiritual inspiration or that heartfelt inspiration of what it is we do want to bring us forward in our decision making, in our production of our dreams or our desires, right? The electric eel spirit should be there to inspire us and electrify us and keep us moving forward. But the ability and the openness, grounding in the idea of learning, means a couple of things. First, we're allowed to give ourselves the grace to make a mistake if we need to. Now, with the King of Pentacles and yesterday's King of Cups, I don't know that we'll make many mistakes as long as we're, I don't want to say careful, but as long as we're like practical, well thought out, believing in ourselves. Does that make sense? Like holding ourselves up to the standard of the king, believing in ourselves, knowing that we can do it. You know, and I'll say this about elephants too. Elephants don't necessarily move quite so quickly. Their steps are more lumbering and methodical, but they're powerful. They're productive. They move an entire giant elephant body with each step. So with every step that we make, be it mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or physically towards our goal, we need to remember that we are learning in the process. Be electrified by that learning. Be excited by that learning. Be excited by the opportunity to sort of set yourself on this path and to make these decisions. And pay attention, you know, like that, like yesterday's stone was, remember, the idea is an elephant is very observant. The King of Pentacles is going to be very observant of his surroundings. He's not going to necessarily bow to them, but he will allow them to teach him so that he can learn from a place of compassion and then make decisions accordingly so that he is successful. I think that is your reading, and I hope that makes sense. If it does, please leave me a comment or a question. Subscribe to the channel, guys, if you're new, and please share the channel out. Let your friends know about me. Give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow to see how this weekend ends out, or like as we go through the rest of the week. And have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.